2025. The year of our Lord. So, let's see. I was wrong about 2024 on the summer rage and the bird state of emergency called by Biden for bird flu. California did call a state of emergency, but I was surprised that Biden didn't. After, how many were with the CVID that they then ran out, oh, it's an emergency. We have less than 10 or something, out of how many million? And so, yeah, we're over 61 now. So they might be waiting for that, either, I don't know, pull it out just before Mr. T takes his thing or something, his inauguration there. Yeah, I'm glad that would have made a summer of rage last year if they would have, completed what they wanted. So I'm glad that didn't happen. Now we have Judas Musk. He's snuggling up around them, but hey, oh well. May the truth be revealed about the ones working with the vampires and against America, because I hope left and right I hope they do come together and they stop being played apart, because that's the intention. They want you all destroyed, because then all the resources, all the wealth, they can just find cheap labor anywhere in the world, and they just do it right in front of your face. So, and they tell you it's a good thing that you are Americans are not trainable, and you're just lazy and stuff, and you watch too much Friends and too much entertainment, because you didn't make a quality country. You didn't make a country that everybody in the world just wants to come and and everything and emulate. No, you didn't make that. All these other people did, because look how beautiful the Ganges River is. It's so clean, and and every citizen in that country is so blessed and so overwhelmed with wealth and resources, and their wisdom is so overwhelming that they did not watch Friends and allow their citizens to fall into just overwhelming slums and all that. They didn't allow that. There is no area in India like Detroit or these areas where poverty, there's none of that. The problem with Americans is that they're just they're not as smart and independent, and they just waste their time on entertainment. Like why you just wasted your time on Jennifer Anderson? America, look, her nipples, they got you just you just look, you're not smart anymore. Her nipples did it. Fuck. Imagine. That's how they want to gaslight you. Americans, you can't do it. You don't have the brains for it. It's all genetics, man. It's just people over there. Because look what they did to their own country. Look, isn't it great? Isn't China great? They enslave people. They just openly live by culture of face. I mean, China now. People haven't been. They're doing this ruin nation now. So like what happened with Louisiana there with that truck? This happened every day there. They just keep it undercover because CCP make sure you don't hear it. It's happening every day. There's people there not getting paid for months, so they're burning their factories down and all that. There's just ruin nation overtaking China. But yeah, they're better than us. They're smarter than us. They built a better industry than any American did. Because hey, those Irish, they're all dumb fucks. They couldn't build shit, man. They couldn't build nothing. The Irish, the Italians, nothing. Yeah. What brains are there with Italians? Oh, geez, oh, man. Yeah. Look at it. Yeah. Yeah, because America. Look at the water in America. It's filthy. Americans are just shitting everywhere. Look, they can't even bother to go to the toilet. Well, I guess in California. Hey, look, it's in America. San Francisco reflects all of America. Yes. Try drinking the water in America. There's nowhere that you can drink water in America out of the creek. Nowhere. And the animals are all gone because Americans ate them all. Americans killed every bit of the animals in their own country, and they polluted every aspect of their soil and all areas of America. It's China that is so prosperous, so smart. The animals, they didn't bother to eat them all. They didn't bother to pollute all their lands. They didn't bother to do all that. They didn't bother. You can drink out of the clear crystal waters of anywhere in China and never get sick. Unlike America. Those people, Americans are too stupid. They can't be trained. You ever see like the East Coast? Look at New York. It was all Chinese and people from India and Asia. They built it. Yeah, then just come in, and then the Irish and the Scots, and then you got the Italians, and the Irish. They didn't do fuck all. They just sat back and watched all these so smart Chinese and all that. I mean, China. They didn't. It's just in America that they just lately learned how to drive cars and just learned how to design a ballpoint pen. It's America. China's been doing that for years. I mean, it's amazing. What has America's done? You want to build companies in America? You want to use Americans? What do you expect? Yeah, 2025. Yeah, that was the year the Americans realized they're being bent over, gaslit, and played by these people that say that these people that took care of their own countries that are actually just dead. And America has done amazing. They have, like, you read the history, like the ones from Russia, the ones from Ireland, and the Italians, and these ones during the 20s, like building up these areas. Yet they're told they're too stupid. We gotta bring these other people in. We gotta, like in Canada here, there's states, which would be called state, but they call them provinces. The government pays 75% of the wage that a business would pay to these newcomers over hiring Canadians. So the business would have to pay 100% if they hire a Canadian, but they only have to pay 25% of the wage when they hire a newcomer. Because we're too stupid. We don't know how to do that. And we need people to do this in places where industries have disappeared and there's barely anything left, so we just dump stress upon it, and it's doing mockery and hate. So then, as you see Judas Musk, brags about wanting to bring these ones in. Okay, fine. But there's this push to not hire Americans, and that fine, you newcomers in. But then he stirs up where the newcomers have flooded into other areas of Europe, and so he points out the cultural differences of those areas, and then yet not caring about the cultural differences in America, because America's dumb, and Britain, it could be better. You go to foreigner problem. But America, you're too stupid. You need more. So he's like a double agent. He's playing both sides of the, left to right. He's playing all areas to get you in what is called mockery and hate. It's an area that they want to reach. They want to play you all into an area where you just hate each other. And I think 2025 is really a trigger time because in their documents that I just discovered I guess last week or whatever, their 2025 is their trigger year. It's their year. This is going back. This is in documents where they wrote AD. So this isn't just a new document. So, but even though they do write AD in the document. So yeah. It's going to be an interesting year, and I think it has with the thing below the bird flu. It's going to be ramped up. They're playing that so they can kind of push some other shit. And people are talking about this fog, this mysterious fog. As long as it wasn't sticky fog, thumbs up. Okay, there's sticky fog. What it does, it gets on them, then it creates a rage where the person he just wants to hurt you, hurt other person, hurt themselves to the point that they just die and they bleed out and die horribly. So yeah, it wasn't that. They're talking about furry lawns and furry stuff. They're doing a lot of different things to the environment and everything. So it wouldn't surprise me that, I don't know, that they're trying different things. There's like smart fogs that for tracking purposes that they use so they can get onto vehicles, get different things, and they then go about. But I don't know, maybe the drones, maybe the fog are purposely, or they're looking for something, maybe they're looking for a bad guy or something. They're using different methods to track. If it was a bioweapon and people start getting sick, it would probably be showing up by now. The only thing is, like, if hospitals are beginning to see like a black lung incident where people are getting like black lung, and then they start trying to paint it on, the bird flu that's going around to try to stir up more panic and do other things. That, if it shows up this week, then yeah. But any of this mysterious fog, if it's anything, if I would give more grounds like on anything to do with tracking or, cover or different things. I wouldn't. If people aren't dying by now, you're all right. Now if they start all like turning freaky this week, then hey. Yeah, 2025, I think they're going to kick her in. So I think the incident with a deep fake where they play us all to think that Russia did something, and then at the same time the Chinese are played to believe that America has done something on their eastern board where all those replica cities are. They can run any movie. Yeah. And with the deep fake running through the deep wave, I mean, I wouldn't trust any video. Like, I would have him. I don't know. I would need, if I was giving video about that soldier, that special forces soldier supposedly in that Tesla, I would double check any surveillance video going along that route to just make sure whether it was him or not video given to me by Mr. Judas Musk. I would not do that because that can be rendered, that can be made to look like that, anything can be done now. And this is why the mark of the beast shows up and why it's on your forehead, because it'll be used as a identification for those that want to watch live video, live streaming, different things for online. It's a verification. It'll probably be an invisible mark or whatever that digitally is linked to blockchain and then network system, so that the hand is one thing, the forehead for any network businessing and live broadcasting, because you wouldn't be able to do business or buy or sell unless you verify the person is really who you're seeing in video. So that's why the forehead mark. So I think deepfake coming up, maybe this year they're kicking off before Mr. T turns into President Trump. I'm not going to see what the pre-ejaculated or the one yeah. Anyway, it's late. So anyway, to do with that, the 2025 and with the deep fake, I believe there will be where this game of playing that Canada is going to be, Trump's going to take Canada. The Chinese are going to jump in and jump out of the bushes in Canada and say, for our special interest, we shall take Canada for ourselves. And then Russia will help them on the east and over by Alaska. And the Iranians will pop up probably around Pickering, Ontario, and do some terror stuff around Ottawa. Maybe, I don't know. I got a weird feeling about that Parliament building that they want to put a big event on to make it look like Russia, nuked it or something from space or something. Like, I don't know. There's some weird stuff that's going on in this country. And Ottawa was where those vampires from Poland. There was a big crew of vampires that fled Poland, and they went and lived in Ottawa before it became the capital city. So it's a city of vampires, real ones. Ones you got to cut their head off when you bury them. Yeah, or they come back and they'll eat up their family. So that's what the legend says, anyway, about those vampires from Poland. So they're all politicians nowadays. Anyway, so that being said, 2025 will be, in my opinion, the lockdown plus more, more than just a state of emergency and lockdown. I think we're going to go right into World War III, where it will be there's going to be a betrayal against Mr. T. I don't know if it'll be personally Judas Musk, or maybe that Mr. Judas acts like a hero. I don't know, or he may outright. I wouldn't trust Mr. Judas with his love and his licking very deep on the CCP's sack. Until let's have him come out and criticize the CCP the way he criticizes all these other politicians and all these other. Let's see him criticize the real CCP, not this culture of face CCP, because Mr. Musk is, Judas Musk, I think, is going to betray Mr. Trump in a big way, and we will have an event of World War III this year, and maybe a lot of people dead from whatever is causing this weird bird flu ASF thing. Maybe it enters its third stage, and a lot of these people that got the third and fourth pokey wokies, and they were those ones that danced, on TV, they all just, hit that third stage, and that's it, and they just drop dead, and it becomes an event of lots of frying pans on one stove trying to go, while Mr. T is then handed and told to take care of it all, and everybody's looking at him like, you better answer this. And I think as soon as he gets in power and he dedicates, if they get him to say it in his inauguration that he dedicates to helping build the third temple in Israel, like during his, he should save that until the last day of his presidency. Because that's what happens to that leader that they gaslight him as, that cult gaslight. He just dedicated. He didn't go and do it. He was killed before he did all that. And in his honor, they then went and did all that. And if they've been, then he, thinks he's that, and he got Judas and all this other weird shit going on. Like, they may be encouraging this bad shit to happen to him, and in the meantime hope to destroy America because it would just create this crazy scenario. And yeah, the U.S. it doesn't need that bullshit. It's not perfect, but it's nothing like China and all these other countries that are just, but yeah. I was wrong about 2025, yes. So we'll see about 2024, and we'll see about 2025 and see what happens there. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully it's a nice shiny day. Nothing happens. Everybody prospers. Everybody, it's like the 80s. Everybody gets together. They sing, we are the world. That would be awesome. That would be perfect. That we no longer have culture of face. We no longer have to deal with just bullshit. We can just walk in truth. We can help each other and prosper. And Americans no longer have to be treated like they're a bunch of dumb fucks that need to be replaced because they didn't do anything. They built nothing. And the Irish, the Italians, the Spanish, the Brits, the Scots, the Norwegians, all of them. They're just dumb fucks. They did nothing. They did nothing when they come over. As America was just this, nothing, and they built nothing. They just had it wasn't for the Chinese and the Indians from India. It'd just be a shithole. It's too bad America they killed everything. And you look at you go to these rivers, and you go to all these pristines. You go look at the Columbia River. You go look at that. The bodies floating in it, and and the toilet paper and the pollution. You can't even see the bottom. It's just nasty. And the majority, I think, almost every river like that, except the rare one, save for tourists, are clean. Yeah. Americans, look what they made. If only they didn't eat all the fucking animals, eh? They'd be like China, man. They'd be like China, prosperous and everybody happy and everybody enjoys and living under this such amazing government, such an amazing government that just loves everybody and wants to make sure everybody just, is just so well off. They want them to have freedoms. Yeah, so I hope Americans, left and right, stand together, man. Look at what you have in common and what blessing and what great things America is and what it has done, and not look at the mistakes, because we've all made mistakes. We all fuck up. Yes, Mr. T thinks he's perfect and never has done any sin in his life, which I hope he truly is joking, because we all need Jesus, man. We all need Jesus. He's the only one that's perfect. But, I've seen some wrestlers. There's Ric Flair, and all that. But hey, woo! I hope you wake up on that one, Mr. T. Anyway, 2025, I think is going to be a real interesting year if left and right decide to get sucked in by the Chi-Com game played on them by Doom Cult. So if they don't get sucked in, America has a chance of not really fucking their country up really bad to the point that it gives the CCP and Doom Cult shits and giggles, I guess. Anyway, let's disappoint Doom Cult. They've done enough doom. They can do it upon themselves. Anyway, I love you, beautiful. I hope you have an amazing, safe, and protected and blessed year of 2025. And, I was wrong about last year. I'm glad about the no rage, summer rage. I just hope there's no summer rage this summer. But the way they want to push everybody against each other, and they just want to do things to try to make everybody hate each other and just think Americans are stupid and unable to do things. And, these technocrats and these globalists and these mafia type mentality are, their ideas are better than, this idea of making America prosper and not just, so perfect like China and India. Yeah. Anyway, I love you, my friend. And hey, Americans for America, or America for America. That's what. Oh well, later. Love you.